Hello, cosmic explorers. Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the mysteries of the universe. In today's video, we delve into the insights of Andromedan contactee Alex Collier. If you're as passionate about unraveling the secrets of the cosmos as we are, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell icon for regular updates on our galactic adventures. And remember, we host a live webinar 3 times a month on a Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, so be sure to visit the link in the description for more information. But for now, here's today's video.
Hi, Alex. There appeared to have been a small fire at the Hoover Dam a couple of days ago, but there are also black cubes with statues of angels on top and other symbolic monuments there. Do you know what that's about? Thank you.
Well, the statues have always been there, as far as I'm aware. As far as the fire, I heard it was a barbecue that got out of control. I'm teasing. I'm teasing about the barbecue. You know, there's all kinds of rumors. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's a heads up. At the moment, I simply don't know. And you know, because it's so difficult, you have, let's go back to the prize fighter analogy, the two boxers. We're in the last round. And there's minutes left in the fight. And the fighter we like, that we want to win, is winning on points. But the fighter we don't like, that's losing, still has the ability to knock out. In other words, he cannot be underestimated until the sound of the bell. And that's when the fight's over. Both sides are sending mixed signals. Both sides are propagating fake intel to misdirect and mislead. Now, the two prize fighters, they know how the game is played because they've been playing it against each other for quite some time. So they understand how there really aren't any rules as they continue their dance. We, on the other hand, the civilian population, most of us are just waking up to this. And we're struggling to understand the data, the information. We're trying to read the numerology of it, the energy of it, the misdirection of it, the timeline, the timetable, if there is one. We're trying to condense all of this in as quickly as possible because we want to know what the hell is going on. And it's extremely difficult to know exactly what's going on. And that is, of course, by design. However, this presents an excellent opportunity for us to go within and listen to our own intuition. Now, the ladies have always been good at this. They've always, for the most part, trusted their intuition, their gut instinct. They tend to be far more intuitive than men, more observant. Memory's like an elephant. They don't forget a thing. Where men are having to go within because the physical outside world is no longer totally reliable because what we see is not exactly what is real. So for us to make that transition into the inside is a challenge. And what makes it a challenge is that it makes us vulnerable emotionally. And that's very difficult for men. Very, very difficult. Because the system, the matrix, has really done a great deal to try to remove that from us, to suppress that part of us. And it doesn't always work. But if you have siblings, if you have your own children, you have to go there. You literally are forced to go into that place where you have to go within. Because you bond with your children, with your siblings, in a way that's extremely special. You can also do this with friends. Now, there are people who have grown up without a family. There are people who have grown up without a mother or a father or both. But no one has grown up without friends. We always have friends. And sometimes those friends become our family. And you connect to them in a very special way. You bond to them on an emotional and a spiritual level. Because chances are they are from the same soul group as you. Not that we understood that, not that we had clarity about soul groups or anything of that nature. But nonetheless, we bond. Sometimes we know to call them. Sometimes we know something's wrong. You know that if you have a problem and you need somebody to have your back, you know who to call, and they vice versa. This is where humanity's going to at this point. You have two elements warring against each other. You have the earth herself patiently holding on till the conflict is over. And humanity is having to rebond and reconnect with itself. Because we simply don't know what to trust anymore. There's no trusting the media. There's no trusting Hollywood. There's no trusting the churches. There's no trusting the medical community. There's virtually no trusting of most local governments. The state, federal court systems are all compromised. So what that does is it leaves humanity depending on itself. And it's forcing us to come together. We still have a long way to go. But what's going to happen is that we are going to become a race of leaders. That is not dependent or reliant on anything else. Just ourselves and each other. Which coincidentally is where the real power resides anyway, is with us. So if we want the ship to go north, the ship goes north. If we're all in agreement, the ship goes north. And vice versa. So, as I've said before and others have, it's going to be bumpy. we've got some real shit coming. But ladies and gentlemen, we'll get through it. We absolutely will get through it. Honestly, you know, we were just talking about this. What is it, 6, 7 years we've been doing the webinars? And, you know, we had no idea if this would even work. And at the time we did this, we first started this, I was homeless, which is why I had to do it in the library. And I remember, and James brought this up to me today. You know, I was hoping to get a couple of nights in a motel. You know, and if you look back at the hardships you've had in the past, you know, times where you've had your dark nights of the soul, or you ended a marriage, or you ended a relationship, and just, you know, everything just falls apart. This is going to be something very different from that. This is going to be something all of us equally are going to share. And the food shortages, the fuel shortages, the absolute insanity and stupidity that our supposed leaders are going to tell us, it's going to force us all to come together and just say, no, this is not at all what we want. And this contrast is literally going to force us to not only step into our power, but to raise everyone else up around us into their power, because we have got to have each other's back. And in defending each other, we will remain free. It's going to get sketchy. But all of this was put into motion years ago. And I don't know if you remember the first 2 or 3 webinars we did when I was at the library. I said, you know, that the powers that be have thrown everything against the wall. Well, this is the culmination of everything that they threw against the wall, is where we are right now. They were taking everything down, taking everything away from us to force us to be in a position where we would surrender our life, our liberty, our fortunes, everything to a new world order. And this is what it looks like. This is exactly what it would look like. So you shouldn't be surprised at this. I mean, you know, their plan's been out there, just nobody thought they were serious. Maybe that's it. Or nobody paid attention. I'm not exactly sure. But some of us were trying to tell you. And so that's what this is. We're at that place where the culmination of everything they threw against the wall, those 7 years ago, 5 to 7 years ago, you're seeing it all coming out into the open now. And it's going to fail. It's going to fail, but it's going to hurt. Because their plans were very well along. They were very well developed. They had an infrastructure that would support all of these changes and this collapse of society. So, you know, they really thought this out. On the other hand, so did the White Hats. So this is a time for everyone to go within, to listen to your gut, to listen to your intuition, to pray for guidance, to source, whatever that source is for you, to ask for guidance, and listen to the casual reply. But we are going to be okay. It's just going to get really uncomfortable for everybody for a period of time. Some are saying a year, some are saying 2 years, some are saying 11 years. I don't know. I think that that will be totally determined by us. The quicker we come together and say enough of this bullshit, the sooner it will be over. That we will put our heads down and we will get to work and we will fix all this stuff that's been broken forever. And we will build something that is totally unique, something that is totally holistic with the life that we want to live and the way we want to live it. So it's on us. It's back to us, we the people. In order to form a more perfect union of humanity, we're going to have to step up. And there's no way we can't do this. You know, we can do this. There's no way we can't do this, right? Yeah. I mean, this is absolutely within our power to do this. The fact of the matter is we don't need government. We really don't. You know, and I want to go back to the original intent in creating a federal government was for the defense of the country, because we were in a war with Britain, and the French were semi-reliable at that time. And we were moving west into the indigenous nations' territory. And because of the wealth of this nation, there were a lot of other countries in the world that wanted to trade with us. So we needed representatives in order to assist the states with foreign policy and trade negotiations. That was it. It was never meant to become this albatross that it is today. And it's become an albatross in every country, frankly, government. And we'll deal with that. We know that any structure like this has to be created to be of service to its peoples, not to become God and make us its servants. That's just not going to fly ever again, ever again.
As we come to the end of today's cosmic journey, we hope you're leaving with a mind full of wonder and curiosity. If you've enjoyed this video and believe in the importance of sharing Alex Collier's messages, please show your support by liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and clicking the bell icon. This simple act goes a long way in ensuring that this knowledge reaches others searching for these cosmic truths. Also, remember to leave your thoughts, experiences, or questions in the comments below. We do read all the comments. Until next time, keep looking up and questioning the universe. Stay curious, fellow cosmic explorers. If you would like to see Andromedan contactee Alex Collier live via video stream, we hold a live webinar 3 times a month on a Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. For more information and dates of upcoming live webinars, please visit alexcollier.org. Please click on one of the above videos to seek more of Alex Collier's knowledge.